Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign as the Golden Great Horde for Great Justice and stuff. We're building shipyards because we can because we have no need for boats. We have 240 force limit. Don't need to worry about force limit buildings. We have 200,000 manpower. Don't need manpower buildings. I suppose we could try to build marketplaces. I don't even know if they've been built everywhere they're supposed to be. Generally speaking, in most campaigns, I only ever build them in locations that have estuaries, but honestly, if we don't need the manpower and we don't need anything else, we might end up building these inland. Galcus345
If I remember correctly, then Sunnis don't get unions.
He says, if I remember correctly, the Sunnis don't get unions. You know what? That's a good point. Let me think about that again for a second. You're right. Yeah. You've got to be in the Catholic group. Because there's strategies that involve playing as the Ottomans, switching to Coptic, which is in the Catholic religious group, which allows you to get unions, which is how you can go Sunni Ottomans into Coptomans into union over France, which is ridiculous. But yeah, you are right. You cannot get unions. So there's no reason then. You're right. We should just do it. Should probably done it a long time ago. We should place a relative on the throne. Eventually this will tick down. It's a temporary increase in liberty desire, but eventually it's a negative, so... click! We now have Kuchuk Muhammad Serenchar. Assuming that's my dynasty, yeah, okay. Now hopefully we don't die without an heir and then get the whole, Khan must not be a child thing. We have... placed relative on throne, plus 25%. That'll tick down as its own thing at 0.1% per month. And beyond that, we're at 96 prestige. Probably not a bad idea to spend a little bit of it. I mean, we're trending downward. Not super fast, but... do I need any of these modifiers right now? Mercenary cost? No. Global trade power is nice. Let's hold on to it until we actually, do our next war. Between episodes, somebody reminded me that we do need Hormuz. It is part of a region. It's part of the region of Persia. We do need that, so we're going to go to war with Oman. We do, I think, want to integrate Punjab at some point. I decided, I don't remember, I think I did it while we were recording, but I'm not going to use our other last 5 states because we're going to integrate Punjab at some point, and we need 4 for him. We need 1 for Karelia, or Karadel, or whatever the hell his name is. Remove Muscovy from the map. Game doesn't care that I have a truce with him. Okay, cores. Neva. Neva is an estuary, so yes, I want a core there. It's got a shipyard and marketplace. Sounds good. It's not a very good province altogether. 22 autonomy already. We don't have burghers to give it to, sadly. I really would like to get rid of this government. Got some unrest up here. I'm just going to keep the forts on, because even with them on, we're making 41 ducats a month now. So, that seems good. States demand control of provinces. They are not happy about this. They're still loyal, though, and we can bribe them for quite a while. Okay, Cardell. They've fabricated some claims. We go finish this guy off. Probably about that time. Punjab. Got 1 claim. That's it, huh? That's all you're gonna give me? Just the 1? I mean, this is the problem is that it's unrelated to the expansion that I need to do. So that's why I'm kind of not paying attention to India right now. Although, expanding into India does give us more trade power in some of the nodes that do lead upstream. If we could get more trade power in the Indus node, we could pull the wealth that goes around the Indian coast and pull it inland instead of letting it go around us. It'd be nice to get into Ahmadabad. And I do border Sindh. And our truce is up in, coincidentally, 1 year. So that would be nice. Let's raise maintenance to full in preparation for war with Oman. I'm assuming we'll be able to get military access through Iraq. They're guaranteed by the Ottomans. Ottomans would not protect them, though. Well, that's interesting. Wait a minute. Oh, Oman is guaranteeing them. Wait, what? Oman is guaranteeing them, but they won't defend them because they're rivals with them. So you're guaranteeing your rival? I see. Okay. Let's just say I understand. Let's just say that that makes sense. It doesn't. But let's just pretend for a second here that it does. It doesn't. But let's just pretend that it does. We're like still 20 years ahead of time on tech, so I'm gonna go ahead and just roll a couple more generals. A couple crappy siege leaders, that's okay. We'll take it. We don't have very much army tradition, we're not very good at that kind of thing. I'm annoyed that I don't actually have a CB with you. I want to take Hormuz. Okay, we got military access to the Ottomans at least, so one way or another I'm going to be able to get over there. I guess we'll just let that army go. Because I'm expecting that with Oman rivaling Iraq, we're not going to get military access. Unless Iraq doesn't care and they'll give it to me. They will. Okay, let's just stay here then. We'll pull back a diplomat from the Ottomans for the moment. Naturally, this fort was mothballed, so had I paid attention to that originally, I could have just swooped in and taken it, but... you know, it happens. Alright, I thought that there was, hey, look at that, he's actually got an army. Military tech 16, but... Alright, these armies are largely superfluous, I think. So we're gonna take, a quarter of this army and a quarter of this army. Plus that other army that's got more cannons than normal. We're going to send them down to Sinsagar because it's got... send them to Multan. It's got good supply there. Probably going to be safe. As soon as we get through that thing, I want to cancel military access with Iraq because it's a temporary thing. Of course, this does cut off my retreat path, right? But Persia, can't you just like be useful in some way and like get a claim? Like, why do you have no claims on anyone? Why are you so useless? Been useless this entire campaign. It makes me not like you. Tell my rival, my vassals, Punjab is the only one that's actually loyal to be aggressive. I think he's trying to be supportive right now and he can't because I haven't told him to attach to anybody. I'm gonna go ahead and spend one click here just to make you not part of the thing anymore. He's still bankrupt. But he's allied to Persia, and I want him to break that alliance. Right, that's right. We still got lots of core. I want to prioritize the cores in the Novgorod node. Okay, so all of this land here still needs to be cored fully. And there goes all my points. Okay. Aha. How you like that, Persia? You're gonna have to respond to that. I'm gonna force you to help me. He's gonna siege you down for some reason. He doesn't want anything to do with me. He's just gonna go for you. That's awesome. So, if workshops and mosques are not super great, we don't need the manpower, we don't need the force limit, we don't really need the shipyards, we obviously don't need sailors because they're retarded. We don't really want to spend money on forts. I could do manufactories, that would be a good thing to build probably. We could go for courthouses-ish. I've never honestly built a courthouse. What happens if I get 2 courthouses in a state? Is it like state maintenance, like the state maintenance cost of the individual province? Or is it like each courthouse in the state reduces state maintenance by 50%? Because if it was, then you'd only need 2 of them, right? Which doesn't make sense. I don't think it could be that. I think it's just going to cut the maintenance of the actual province in half. Which is probably not much. And I don't know if there's an easy way to calculate what the actual state maintenance is outside of looking at this number when you first make it into a state. Or perhaps you can actually see the state maintenance in the ledger. Maybe it's on that screen that I always look at. The states and territories maintenance. Of course, there's no hover tooltip for this, so I can't figure out like where that number comes from. We could do some math though. We could say, okay, so Astrakhan has 87 development, and the maintenance is 0.73. Okay, this one has only got 31 development, but the maintenance is 46. I have no clue. How the hell does that happen? Why? Is it autonomy modified? Is that what's going on? Is that why they're so different? Because this one's like almost as expensive with a third of the development. I don't know. Maybe they're just good to build sometimes and you should just build them. On the other hand, universities, I don't know. They could be good if you plan on doing development, but I guess universities, I think you just want at least one, right? For the Enlightenment. One of the following must be true. Have a university. All of the following must be true. Moskva is on the continent of Europe. It is. Development is at least 20, yes. Province owner. Oh, okay, hold on. One of the following must be true. Either you have province has a seat in parliament, so you have a specific government type, or you have a university, or all of those other things need to be met. So just building a university would give us a chance to trigger that thing in like 120 years. Until then, there's really no point in building universities unless you plan on doing the development. The only way that I would do development is if it was the cheapest province possible, so I would go to Macro Builder 8, sort by cost, and I would consider like Ganja. Ganja is apparently one of the cheapest locations in the entire country to develop. Producing cotton, populating the steppe, Renaissance. Costs 36. Alternatively, I don't know. Neva is a good location to develop if we were to do development. Whatever. Let's just build a university so that I don't forget about it in the future. I'll build 2. Build it in Neva, and we'll build one in Ganja. No, it's got 50% autonomy. I don't want to build it in places that aren't states, and that means that it's not a state. So let's go to 45. Skov. Skov can be developed, but it's got a barracks. It has a fort. It's a good location for a fort. It'd be better if it was on the coast, but I don't want to get rid of the fort. I'm going to get rid of the barracks. Barracks is functionally doing nothing for me. So we're going to build a university instead. Okay. Yeah, merchant guilds. That's the other thing. If we reform the government and we get merchant guilds and we make them really loyal, we could get another minus 10% development costs. So we could have like some pretty sizable reductions to development costs. Not to mention, later in the game that we get, we're going to continue to pile on the development efficiency at Admin Tech 23. And that's just right around the corner. That's coming soon. Look at how stubborn Persia's being. He's just like, he's sitting there, he's got full morale, but he's not even going to go fight that guy. He's content. He's content to just sit. Okay, our truce is up with you. You are still allied with Delhi. Delhi's allied with other people. Depending on the direction we attack, can we force anybody out? No. He's close to not accepting. Tech cost increase in favor of missionary strength. I don't really care for that. Okay, supply is pretty good there. Got a fort in Hormuz, of all things. Commonwealth embraced something. Create an army for our nation. Wow. You do realize what you're asking, right, game? That's a lot. That would be difficult. Okay, our vassals like us. Ottomans likes us. I guess we could try to get a claim on Thata so that we can get some cheaper foreign costs and development. I mean, all both these provinces would be nice to have a claim on. I am gearing up to attack him, so I guess we could wait till we have 20 spy network strength against him. And then over here, 7 development. I wouldn't mind getting some claims on the Delhi territory as well. Are you allied to anybody? Rohikant? No. Let's do that war first. And then I can... Let's actually do this. Instead of spying on you at all, I'm gonna spy on Delhi. Okay. I mean, Persia, he's gonna keep on sieging your stuff down. I don't know if you are aware, but you're not supposed to let him do that. Not right. Of course, this guy has 1 fort to his name, and so he's got it mothballed. Okay. We're gonna have to park here for a month while we wait. Even though it has no garrison, it's projecting a zone of control. Somehow. Golden Horde gains diplomatic insult on the Ottomans, or we can make people like us. Alright, sure, why not? Seems reasonable. Yeah, we are 16 years away until we start seeing the next actual... let's see, I'm gonna send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the cannons, plus a siege leader down to there. I'm gonna put the combat guy there. Yeah, the next institution is popping up soon. It is the year 1650. One of the following must be true. Have a naval equipment manufactory. Okay, development is at least 20. This is the earliest date that the institution can appear and spread through the world. Can appear in a province if it has a naval equipment manufactory. Naval, weapons, textile, plantation, trade. There are only 5 types, so any manufactory. It should just say a manufactory. We should start building these, is what we should spend our money on. Just to increase the likelihood that we spawn the next institution. How cool would that be? After an entire campaign of being behind on institutions, we could spawn one of the last ones. No, we don't need Sind for it. The only reason I want to do Sind is just because I'm waiting to make Cardell like me so that I can then expand into Ming. Attacking Sind just serves to pull more trade power from the India area, because we'll have trade power in the Indus node and pull up. That's the only reason I'm looking at him. We do need Hormuz. I mean, that does have to happen. That was a quick siege. That was a quick war. I'm gonna take all of it, and then if we need to get rid of it, we will, or I'll just burn it. That'll also give me tribal feud against Delhi if I needed to. Alright, development here is not that great. Apparently I can assign it to a trade company. That's kind of weird. Yeah, North Indian Charter. Hmm. I think so. Okay, and then let's build a manufactory. I have no idea which one's gonna be the best for me. Got a 0.31, 0.29, and 0.31. Let's see. Let's do this. We're gonna go B8, sort by total development. Moskva has 16 tax. All we care about for this is production. So the province of Kuma has the most development. So let's go to Kuma. That's not Kuma. That's Kuma. This could have an what estate? And that's where it could have a weapons manufactory. If we built a weapons manufactory, it's 0.69. Seems pretty good. Got another 0.69 up here too. Really? Oh, right. Development is not affecting this thing's value. What's going to affect it is just the type of trade good, and then also if you have a workshop. The workshop will affect goods produced as well. So pairing it in locations we have workshops is a good idea. Well, this will be what we sink all of our funds into for a while. We're going to somehow turn this barren land into a manufacturer's paradise or something. In the meantime, I am going to take a short break here. I'll see you again in the next episode, though, as always. So thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.